Hey folks, so today we're going to be checking out the Huion Canvas 24 Plus. This is a standalone graphics tablet, 24 inches, and it retails currently for $8.99 USD. I've currently been using it for about 4 months every single day, and I'm going to let you know what I think about it. It's going to be an honest review. This product was provided by Huion, but the words are my own. So we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to let you know if I recommend it or not. We're going to compare it against some of its competitors, and I'll let you know if there's something I don't like about it. So with that said, let's get into it. So if you're new here, my name is Tyler Edlin. I've been a professional instructor and concept artist in the entertainment industry for the last 12 years or so, and I'm a visual artist by trade. I'm not a tech guru, so that should give you just a little context of where this review is coming from. And today I'd like to find a little bit of a project, as you can see, that I want to be working on. So what I'll be working on today is a new environment painting from one of my digital painting courses, which you guys can check out from the Patreon link below. And what I like to do is just grab a few basic, simple references here. I've already got the base designed fully from another course that I did, so I've already got that figured out. And so I basically just want to move forward with this, first doing of course a thumbnail, bringing that up to a little bit of value to figure out the graphic read of it, and then I'll be jumping into full-blown color. But with that said, let's unbox this tablet and see what the contents are. Alright, so this is a good sized tablet, comes in a massive box, everything is packed securely, has all the right foam. There's a smaller box inside that has all the smaller contents, which it comes everything you need to set up. Right, so we have the tablet itself, which is a fully laminated anti-glare screen. It comes with a glove, a 3-in-1 connecting cable, a USB-C cable, the AC power cord, and of course a stand and a pen, which is of course battery free. The pen has been great so far. It's very lightweight, very durable. You can switch out the nibs in it, of course, if you run them down, but if you are running your nibs down consistently, I would probably say, in my opinion, you're pressing too hard on the screen. But you can adjust both the pressure sensitivity of the pen as well as a ton of color settings within the software and the screen itself. Now, unlike its Wacom competitors, which are far overpriced in my opinion, this comes with its own stand. It's not some extra $600 add-on. It doesn't weigh a ton. I've had other tablets literally weigh so much with their stand that they have caused my desk to sag. This is lightweight. If you even had a smaller version of this tablet, you could comfortably take it almost anywhere, plug it in and work on it. But for my desk, this fits just perfectly. Now, I don't have the best cable management in the world. I do try to keep things pretty tidy, but the 3-in-1 proprietary cable that it comes with absolutely makes this thing a pain in the butt to keep my cables organized. You can't configure their lengths. And now I have like an extra hose that I'm trying to manage it. I would have just preferred a more conventional kind of cable setup where they're all separate. As you can see in this picture, the USB cable that does come in, it sticks out really far and wide, but on this end, with an extension cable, of course, I can change that because it'd make the setup look a lot cleaner, more elegant. So I ended up buying an additional right angle USB-C extension cable, the smallest one I could, just so I can wrap this cable around the tablet a lot tighter. Now this device does work on Androids, Macs, and PCs. Personally, I use this only on the PC. My buddy Adam Duff has got a great review where he tested it on a Mac. And for Android, I do know you can kind of plug these tablets right into your phone and they can kind of work as a second screen for some of the drawing apps, but I have not tested it for that purpose yet. But downloading the drivers, installing them, and getting it just to run just took minutes. It was really straightforward. This is what this software kind of looks like, and occasionally when working on it, when I'm pressing on the screen here, it'll be mapped to one of my other displays since I do have 3. All I have to do is just open up this software again, hit working area, and then reset it to the one I want. And of course you can calibrate it to make sure it's hitting all the places you need it to. And it's really straightforward. At most it's an inconvenience to just have to come back into this menu to remap it, but it's not a big deal and it just takes a second. One of my favorite features of this tablet that its competitor, the XP Pen, didn't have is a series of display buttons across the top here. Now this is great because if your contrast is off, if you want to adjust the colors, you don't have to go into any kind of systems menus on your operating software and adjust it there. All you got to do is hit the button up top, and then you got a series of options, so you can mess with the gamma, the temperature, and various kind of color effects. So I could actually have it look identical to my other displays with a few button presses. And this is something I failed to do with the last XP Pen I reviewed. Now with this thing, the box does say it has 178 degrees of a viewing angle, and I just assume that means you could be technically on the side, above or below it, and look at it. I don't think this matters for most of us, as we just need to kind of sit in front of it at some angle, probably a direct one, and draw. That's all I'm doing here. I do use personally about slightly higher than a 45 degree angle when I'm actually drawing on it with the built-in stand, which I do love. And again, for the exact specs of this is just the 2.5K resolution. Would have loved to get my hands on the 4K display one, but they didn't want to send that one over. And the actual screen size itself is 23.8. So it's the 24-inch display basically. But initial impressions off of the few months that I've been working on this, it delivers. This is a stunning display. It's really easy to work with, and it does have the anti-glare glass, so it's fully laminated, which I do like as well because I do have a lot of overhead lights, and this is a crystal clear display, so it works great. It feels really good too using the stylus on it too. The stylus itself is very lightweight, probably lighter than a traditional Wacom one. I wish it was a little weightier, but it works as functions, and I don't press super hard, so I don't have to replace the nibs ever. It feels good. It feels good to use. I've been doing a lot of paintings on this thing. As for the price versus value on this, now this is a good size display. As you guys can see here, this is my favorite display. I don't like going any smaller than this because I don't get to use the full range of my movement of my arm, and I kind of cramp up using something really tiny like an iPad or like a 16-inch display even. And if I go bigger, then the thing just takes over my whole desk. So I love this size. So if you're in the market for a tablet, whether you are a professional or whether you're just a hobbyist or a student wanting to do more with your creations, this is great. It's not the most expensive type of tablet on the market, but if it's anything that a company like Huion's been showing us, the consumers, is that it's super competitive and the value is there. Wacom is not the only kid on the block anymore, and their prices are just so astronomically high. I don't see myself ever going back to that brand. I did use Wacom for well over a decade, but they're just too expensive now. And the quality of these, mid-tier displays, and that's what this is. This is a mid-tier kind of option. You can go a lot cheaper, you can go a lot more expensive, but I think for a lot of people, this is the sweet spot to invest in. Perhaps in the future too, I can follow up with a more long-term experience, but I've browsed some reviews to try to find an answer to this. And I have seen reports where people have got at least, really good 5 years out of this, and it could have gone beyond there, but it's a really hard thing to kind of look up. But yeah, I hope this does last because I do want to continue using it as it's my, favorite tablet that I've been using lately. So compared to like a tablet like Wacom, this is a lot it's a lot more lightweight, so it doesn't bend my desk. The price is way more competitive and affordable for most of us. And when it comes to like some of the rotations and the precise angles of like using the pen and the nib, yeah, I might not have that exact precision that I get out of a Wacom tablet, but at the end of the day, is that worth another $2,000 for that feature for me? No, I don't think so. I'll make do. And I certainly liked the color display options on this compared to some of the last XP Pen products that I've used, as I just could not get the gamma and the contrast to match my nice Dell displays that I have above. So I had to constantly kind of account for that. And really the only thing I don't like about this, the display, has been the setup stuff with the various kind of cable options. I did have to buy an additional right angle thing, and I did also have to purchase a separate kind of connector to get a display port option, as that wasn't included in the box. And my computer only wants to take the display port. So yeah, besides that, after I hooked up, I have not experienced any major issues with this. This is definitely a solid product, and I can recommend it to anyone. We got some more reviews upcoming, and there'll be some more video lessons, so don't forget to subscribe, and I do have links below for everything, including where you can buy this tablet. Don't forget to check out the newsletter if you'd like some additional freebies. Take care, guys.